So I would like to begin this reading by thanking my paid channel members. I would like to thank the medicine keepers. These are the paid subscriptions, the paid subscription of the channel. So to begin, I would like to thank Maggie Wilson, Lionel Duarte, Vicky Desiderata, Stacy S., Monique C., Adelpha's Door, Jace Franklin, Ksenia, Julie, Jill Erica, Love Is, Kat Zetler, Kate Johns, and Chris Mason. All right, so thank you very much, Medicine Keepers. These are the paid channel members. I thank you so very, very much. Your paid subscription means a lot to me and to the channel. Alrighty, thank you. Now let us get into the reading. Hello, Collective. Welcome to your reading. Collective, this is a general spirit check-in, not a one-to-one spirit check-in. So you might not resonate with the whole reading. You might not resonate with any of the reading. Whatever you do resonate with, please take what you need and leave the rest behind. Collective, I could be picking up on your energy or on the energy of someone who's in your energy. So if it doesn't feel like I'm speaking about you, please switch the energies around. Okay, here we go here. Creator, please bless this reading. Please bring in the knowledge and the wisdom of the Most High. Grandmothers, grandfathers, ancestors of the highest realms, please gather around, share your wisdom. Please bless and cleanse this sacred space. Please protect me and the viewer. For these are high voltage energies that come through. Alrighty, thank you so much, Creator. Beautiful. I'm just gonna blow my nose. I'll be right back. All right, the cards are ready. Let's begin. This is going to be just a general 3-card spread, all right? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Look at this. On the bottom of the deck is Horseman, Herald of Change. So we got, in your recent past, we have the Lay of the Land, number 34. 34 could be significant to you in some way. Or when 34 is broken down, it becomes a 7. 7 on the zodiac wheel is one-to-one relationships. If you were to ask a question standing from the inside of this house, it would be, who are you? Who are you? This brings you into the current energy of in the hand. The universe is your partner, number 31. 31 could be significant to you in some way, and when 31 or when 31 is broken down, it becomes a 4. And number 4, I often correspond that also to the zodiac wheel, into the 4th house, which is home and personal history. If you were to ask a question from the inside of this house, it would be, am I safe? And where do I belong? Seems pretty clear where you belong here. And this brings you into the future energies of lost compass, getting back to integrity, number 35. Number 35 could be significant in some way, or when 35 is broken down, it becomes an 8, which is so perfect. Oh my gosh. 8 being the 8th house of the zodiac, which is also the house of Scorpio. So the 7th house is interesting. I didn't write that down. The 7th house is Libra. The 4th house is Cancer. Okay, so you could be dealing with a Libra here. You could be a Libra. You could be dealing with a Cancer here. You could be a Cancer. And number 35 is, number 8 is a Scorpio. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, or you could be a Scorpio. Now the 8th house is other people's resources, other people's values and resources. And if you were to ask a question standing from the inside of this house, it would be, can I trust this? Okay. The overall card that supports the entire reading is Horseman, Herald of Change, number 30. 30 could be significant to you in some way. And when 30 is broken down, it becomes a 3. And that I correspond that to the 3rd house. And the 3rd house being Gemini. And the qualities are communication and perception. And if you were to ask a question standing from the inside of this house, it would be, how do I engage and exchange with others? So interesting. So you are basically moving from ancestral wisdom, lay of the land. You've come through quite a progression. And I'm feeling like the Creator is moving you toward either working with the public, working with the community, working with others. And it makes sense because of your progression coming into Scorpio energy, into the shamanic energy. All right. Creator, what is lay of the land? What is number 34, lay of the land? What is lay of the land? Nope. Okay. Back into the mix. On the bottom of the deck is challenge in reverse. Rihanna, challenge in reverse. So in your recent past, you were really moving ahead very, very independently. You had healed from a lot of things of your past. You were just moving on, moving ahead, looking forward, being your authentic, independent self. And you'd released yourself from some sort of an inner prison. You released yourself from some sort of treachery, some sort of difficulty. You came into some sort of self-acceptance, or developed a new perspective of something, maybe a situation that you're in, and you achieved some level of personal freedom within yourself. And I don't feel that you were in poverty. I feel like you were cultivating new ground with this Five of Pentacles. You were cultivating new ground. I feel like you've come into a brand new territory, a brand new cycle. I feel like you've come through a lot of deaths, a lot of closures, a lot of endings. And this is like the beginning of a new cycle, of a larger cycle. That's why death feels like it's in reverse. It's like you're just starting out new again. I feel like you've come through like ending after ending after ending after ending. Like it was overwhelming. It was like the last few years of your life has just been there's been some new beginnings, obviously, but there's been the majority has been endings, closures. Yes, and you've been released from bondage. You have been released from bondage. Rhiannon is the challenge. And whatever you released yourself from in the past and moved forward from, you would release yourself from some sort of a one-sided relationship. Ooh. Okay, they're saying for some of you, this relationship, for some of you, this was a friendship. And they're saying, and I'm feeling like you know this. Interesting that this is ancestral wisdom. I feel like you know this. The relationship you've released yourself from, for some of you, they're saying this was a friendship, or maybe it doesn't necessarily only have to be only friendship. It could be family. It could be marriage, it could be not necessarily workplace, because that's not appropriate for what's coming through here. But for family, marriage, or friendship, the energy that they're telling me for some of you is that this friendship or marriage or family relationship was never built on or based on love. It was based on power. The powerful versus the powerless. And I'm getting like, for some of you even, you were dealing with somebody who had like NPD, narcissistic personality disorder, and I'm not a doctor, and I'm not a mental health expert. I just know energy. And the energy I'm picking up on is somebody who was very, looking down their nose at you, or you were feeling very small. But whatever happened, you've come through. There's a certain shadowing that you had to ascend through, and I feel like you were alone. I feel like the creator or you, your choices, it's like, oh, they're showing me you going in from First or Second Kings, a widow going into her house and closing the door. And when you went in the door, went inside of yourself, you began ascending alone. You began the work alone. And that's true. That's true. The work we do it alone. Even if you could be doing this within a group therapy. But everybody in that group is alone, doing their own work inside themselves alone. Okay? So that's what I'm seeing here. You're cultivating new land. You've released yourself from bondage. Did you ever? I feel like you lived in the shadow. I feel like you lived in the shadow of somebody, of like a family system, a friendship system. You lived in people's shadow. Oh my God. And now here you are on the top. Oh, I'm seeing, I'm seeing like grandmothers smiling and nodding with like admiration. I'm just seeing this feminine spirit nodding with you, nodding at you with twinkling eyes and smiling with approval. Yes. Like, yes, they made it. They made it. They did it. I knew they could do it. So your ancestors, your guides, or somebody is looking down at you and smiling with admiration, knowing you could do this. Okay. Creator, the Hermetic deck. Okay. What is in the hand, Creator? What is in the hand? Yeah, so you don't live in the shadow of anybody anymore. And there was great nutrients for you in the shadow. Oh, they just said Psalm 91. She who dwells in the secret place of the Most High will abide under the shadow of the Almighty. So whatever shadow you lived in, I feel like it was appointed to you from the Creator, from the Divine, from your own higher soul, your own contract. Okay, number 31 in the hand. What is in the hand, Creator? What is in the hand? What is in the hand? Yes, okay, these fell right out. Seven of Swords. The Moon in reverse. The Nine of Cups in reverse. And the Four of Cups upright. You get 4 cards for this one. What's on the bottom of the deck for this? It's the King of Pentacles upright. You are entering into some sort of mastery. Let's take these apart one by one here. Okay, whatever energy you left here, it's sort of you're beginning the next stage of your life with the energy you left off with the past here. And this is an inclination to love by discontinuing. You have an inclination to love by discontinuing. So you've pulled your energy out of a relationship, and you did that as an act of love. Oh, they're just showing me the shaman. The shamans know that self-sacrifice preserves the group. And when you sacrificed your relationship to this person or to these people, it preserved them, but it also preserved you. As painful as it was. As painful as it was. And that's how this is, you know, when we're growing up in Chronos. You're dealing with lead-filled collectives, as you yourself are releasing the lead out of your psyche. And this is all symbolic, okay? I'm hoping nobody actually took on lead, okay? This is all symbolic. Yes, you pulled your energy out of something and you were aware of what your mistakes were. You know yourself. I'm seeing the High Priestess here. Absolutely. You know your mistakes. You're aware of your mistakes. You're not afraid of speaking about your mistakes. Oh, they're showing me, oh my gosh, a relationship that you've come out of in the past, for some of you, this was the friendship or the family or the marriage that you've come out of, that was, you were in their shadow. They're showing me that the mistakes you're aware of, you speak about, but you can openly speak about them. You can openly stand behind your mistakes, but who you were dealing with couldn't. And they would stand behind their mistakes, but they would do it in a way where they put themselves beyond reproach. There was no vulnerability. It was like, yes, I did that. Yep. Or like, you lied. Yeah, I'm a liar. Yep, I'm aware of what I've done. Or, yes, I betrayed. Yep, I did this. Yep, that's how I did. Like, just very self-righteous, very, yes, putting themselves beyond reproach. Whoever you were dealing with was unreachable. There was no conviction in what they spoke to you. There was no and this isn't with everybody that you were dealing with, but a specific relationship that you have come out of. Somebody whose relationship you lived in their shadow. They knew you lived in their shadow. I'm feeling like your smallness fed their bigness. And when you discontinued this, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? The Nine of Cups again. This is double energy of the same thing. So not only did you see yourself in your mistakes, but you have a relationship with these mistakes. You have a relationship with your imperfections, with your mistakes. You don't hide from them. You stand behind them. You stand behind your acts, your mistakes, what's the word I'm looking for? Your faults. You stand behind your flaws. Being initiated into our shadow does not make us flawed. It makes us whole. Like Carl Jung said, I would rather be whole than be good. Because when you're just good, you become a become a light chaser. You enter into the tyranny of goodness. Look at the friggin' Nazis. They started out in the higher dimensions, the superconscious of the hive mind of God elevating the community into a much higher dimension, but not being grounded in their shadow. It became very dangerous because their shadow became everyone else's fault. Let's annihilate everybody else. Well, maybe not everybody else, but target. Let's make a target and then annihilate it. Not realizing that they're not annihilating anything. They're annihilating people in a great sense of injustice, but they didn't conquer anything within themselves. In fact, they fed their own ignorance and denial. So that's what this is. There's some kind of a great ignorance that you're aware of. Maybe you were dealing with Nazis or people that was similar to Nazis. Nazis was a kind of a cult. It was a kind of a cult of entitlement. Very creepy, very creepy, and how powerful it was. And people aligned into it because they were so afraid of that energy turning against them. So they would dive into it and uphold it, just like, ugh. So that's what I'm feeling here, is that somebody, you saw who you were dealing with, and I feel like you hung on with the hope that this relationship or friendship or marriage could be salvaged. Maybe you hung on in the start until you saw the writing on the wall, and you knew that there was no salvaging this. And you disconnected. You disconnected from the energy within you that supported this relationship. When you disconnected from the past and from a person, place, or thing, you connected back to you. In the hand, the universe is your partner. That's what I'm feeling, is that the universe and your higher soul was bringing you through, almost like the dark night of your soul, bringing you through an initiation. I feel like the relationship that you were in, that you lived in their shadow, I feel like you were being made into wine here. That you were kept in darkness under the pressure of deception and injustice. Because when you're released, look at you. Look at you. Like the energy between here and here is incredible. Very ethereal, very spiritual, I'm seeing a flame of fire here. You could be like a fire sign. Leo, Sag, Aries. What is number 35, creator? What is number 35? What is lost compass? What is lost compass, creator? What is lost compass? Getting back to integrity. Yes, it's like okay, I'm not going to say anything more. Oh, when you first, for some of you, all of this whole progression has already happened, and for others of you, it is in the process of happening or about to happen. But coming through the present energy of the universe is your partner. You enter a season of your life where, yes, entering into new territory, you feel a little bit lost, like disoriented. I'm feeling even like pressure. Like the pressure is different in this new dimension than it was in the past dimension. There's not as much heavy lead. The pressure is lighter. I'm feeling a sense of disorientation. And and you kind of, but it doesn't last long, because you face into your disorientation, you face into it, you name it, lay hold of it, sit with it, hold it, embrace it. And this too, it's only this way, because wherever this new dimension is within yourself and within your life, it's happening all at once. Like, it's happening. I know I often say these things happen in a progression, like thought, word, and action. Sometimes thought, word, and action could be happening all at the same time. It doesn't necessarily have to be a progression. Do you know what I mean? I just break it up into a progression to explain it. But oftentimes it's all happening all at once. So that's what I feel, is that you're kind of feeling a sense of a disorientation, but it doesn't take you long to lean into it, and all of a sudden you're like, no, you're not disoriented. The hermit and the magician have been here the whole time. Very aware of where you are, allowing the disorientation, allowing, just observing it, acknowledging it. And this is part of the process too. That's what I'm hearing you say. And this too, this is part of the process also. When you come out of this disorientation, I'm feeling like your Queen of Swords energy. I feel like somebody from your past sees you as the Queen of Swords in reverse, very cold, very unreachable. And they're seeing you as unreachable, because they're not in a place within themselves where they can connect with you. They haven't done their own inner work. In other words, they haven't done their own inner work. The true miracle happens when one person makes the effort within themselves to understand what someone else is saying. That means you have to move things aside within yourself. You have to move aside the right to be heard, the right to be right, in order to make room to hear another person, to make room with what they're saying. And I'm feeling that this person either sees you as a Queen of Wands in reverse, a Queen of Swords in reverse. Somebody who is cruel and sly and deceptive. Maybe they see you this way, because I feel like whatever you have come through, you have ascended to a level that these people, or whoever this is, doesn't think is possible. I think this person was groomed by power without ever having done the inner work to understand true power. I'm getting the image of a church. They were raised under the authority of the church without any real self-awareness. They were just used to the power of the church, the iron fist of the church, the iron will of the church. That's all changing now. That's all changing. So I feel like whoever you're dealing with is about to go through their own initiation, is about to go through their own darkness. Maybe they already have been. I feel like they are, because world religions are collapsing everywhere all over the planet right now. And what used to work for us no longer works. And we have to enter into new territory to discover new aspects of ourselves and bring those forth and online. Yeah, I feel like somebody feels like you're unreachable because your judgment is clear, your sight is clear, your words are like swords to someone who's listening to you. Your words are like swords, and you're just being clear. But understand, the world doesn't want you clear because the world itself isn't clear. Most people are foggy and confused, shady. Some things are clear over here, but certainly not over there. They think they know the truth, but it's confusing, it's tilted, it's off. Not only did this person feel like you were unreachable, but that your judgment is swift. It's clear. No wonder this follows the Queen of Swords in reverse. No wonder, because the Queen of Swords in reverse, you don't fuck with the Queen of Swords. She'll cut off your head. I'm not even kidding. She can't afford to fuck around. She can afford to fuck around, but she doesn't have the time for it. She just is not interested. She is the queen and the king. She's the widow, but she's had to develop the king masculine authority within herself. Okay, so that's what this is, making your judgment very, very balanced within the masculine and feminine energies within you. And your ambition, your will, your commitment, your drive is moving away from the past. So whoever you're dealing with is like looking at your back. I'm seeing like the Six of Swords, you leaving an old land and moving onward, leaving someone behind. And they're aware that you're moving on. This could be even a part of yourself. It's probably both. Okay, so job well done. And yes, the horseman, herald of change. Yes. Because your life and your progression is signifying, the creator is signifying to whoever was watching you, they are about to go through an initiation of their own. Your growth. Holy, your growth is like a trumpet. Your growth is a trumpet. Your growth is a trumpet. It is a judgment. I think this person knows at some level, they'll probably never tell you this, but I feel like this person knows at some level, after observing you and your change and your shift and your growth, that this person is full of shit. And I feel like things for them are about to change because they've observed you and your change. Absolutely. Okay, you guys, I'm going to leave this reading here. Job well done. Good, excellent work. You guys are on the right path. Do not let anybody else try to stop you or hold you back unless that's a contract you have to climb into. Either way, you're on the right path. Keep moving forward. Keep committing to you. Keep on keeping on with your best integrity, and you will be fine. You are going to be fine anyway. Alrighty, my dears, you take care, and I'll see you in the next reading. Alrighty.